Hey everybody, this is Captain Yeet here for you for my Kagurabachi Chapter 1 review. This chapter is called Missing. So let's get into it. Kagurabachi, y'all have no idea how long I had to practice that. I was practicing how to say that title. The name Chihiro. I think I'm saying that right now. I had to practice a few times, but I think his name is Chihiro. And when Kagurabachi came out a couple days ago, and it just blew up. I remember I kept hearing about Kagurabachi coming out soon off of it. I'm like, he looks like a pretty cool character. I really like his outfit. And chapter one came out when I was in class. I'm like, okay, this I might just read it. So as soon as I got out of class, I have two classes every day, and I have an hour break in between both classes. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll read it. It was 55 pages. That seemed like a lot, but it didn't take that long. It was pretty good. I really like it. People have been blowing it up like crazy, saying it's like the best new thing. It's better than everything. Those are pretty funny. Anyway, basically, to start off with this chapter, well, this whole chapter, basically, there was a war that happened 15 years ago, and Jahito fought rights to him. Not like split personality, but he's the best swordsmith in the world. Well, not in the world, but in the land. And whenever he starts to make swords, he's like very serious when he's making a sword, really intense. Other than that, he's like a really laid back guy, kind of goofy. But when he's doing his arts, like not arts, but when he doing making swords, that's his craft. There's a certain thing you have to do with it. You got to take that seriously. He takes precision, his precision really seriously with making swords. That's pretty cool. And also during the flashback, he has three goldfish that he got. Chihito's a laid back kid. He's like nonchalant, not serious, but not really goofy like a kid should be. He's not like a kid. He's like 15 years old. And the flashback, you get to meet Mr. Sabi, find out they're friends. They hang out for a bit. Mr. Sabi leaves. Chihito's making sort of. I really do like that conversation his dad has with Chihito. Because he's like, I'm training you how to become a swordsmith. So you're going to have to take on the responsibilities of that. And he explains the responsibility of a swordsmith is, you got to take your craft very seriously when making a sword so it can be top of the line. And you also have to have the weight and burden of what people do with your sword. Swords are meant to protect weak people. You're supposed to protect people with these swords, not bully people and kill innocent people. So you have to make sure you give the right people. Your swords could kill innocent people if you give it to the wrong person, and you're gonna have to live with that guilt because you're gonna have to live with all the people your swords kill, even if you're not the one actually wielding your sword. And he was like, can you live with that? And Shahito, he's only 15. He's like, I don't think I can. Well, he says, I don't know if I can handle that kind of burden, but I would like to try because I do want to become a swordsmith. And they're like, okay, that's good, that's good. That was a nice. I really like that. That was really cool. Anyway, after that, we get a time skip of 38 months, which is basically 3 years. So Jahito's 15, so he should be around 18 right now. Find out that I don't know if this was a local Yakuza. That's why I got Ichiban in the thumbnail because it's Yakuza, but some Yakuza group has taken over the land. And they've taken over it pretty badly. And Jahito's dad apparently died because when Mr. Sabi and Chihito on a train, Mr. Sabi does ask Chihito if he can like, do you want to remove that scar on your face? There is like medicine or something to do that. And Chihito says that every day I wake up in the morning, when I wash my face, I see that scar, and I remember that day, and I wake up with fresh hatred. So, and the dad not around at all. And they kind of use his dad in the past tense. So I guess something happened. I guess when the Yakuza verse came here, they had to fight him off. Officer Chihito got hurt because he has a scar, probably protecting Chihito. That's probably what happened, which is pretty sad. Um, Anyway, we get to meet one guy. We don't get his name, but we find out there's sorcerers in this land. That's why I put out the strings in the thumbnail, and the goldfish I put. We find out later on. Um, there's sorcerers in this land, and some source, and there's one particular sorcerer that can make these trees come out. He's working with the yakuza. He does like interrogation on this one guy, that he disappears. We don't see him for the rest. Okay, everything should be okay. It should be back. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? They took these guys out with ease. It was pretty easy. I really like that scene though when Mr. Sabi threw that sword and killed the guy, and the guy sitting in front of him only saw the guy at first, and then when the guy flopped over that Mr. Sabi killed, then he was able to see Mr. Sabi, and he was like, "Hey, I get those guys over there. They rescue the guy they kidnapped. They kill everybody." Chihito does a move called N10 Black. And when he brings out one of his blades, two goldfish appear with water surrounding them, and he kills everybody. And this manga's gory. That really surprised me. When I flipped the panel, he cut off the guy's hand, and then after that, he like cut everybody in half. It's sort of like Chainsaw Man, where it's pretty gory, and it really surprised me because Shonen Jump don't really. Most mangas in Shonen Jump don't get that gory and gruesome. I guess lately now they're actually starting to allow that to happen in their mangas. But normally they don't do that. So that really surprised me. Like he cut off the guy's hand and stuff. Like I was taken aback. Um, anyway, that happened. Then he does a move called N10 Black, and he brings out two goldfish when he does it. And then Mr. Sabi says that his father had a unique skill of putting type of people in this world. People that can just use sorcery anytime they want, willy nilly, like that guy we saw working with the Yakuza. And then there's going to be people like Chihiro that can probably only use sorcery when they're wielding katana blade. I didn't realize he had two swords. I did not realize that this whole time. It wasn't until I saw some edits and stuff. I'm like, oh, and I read the chapter again. I'm like, oh, he does have two blades. And when he took out the one blade to do Intent Black, only two goldfish came out, give you like to represent his father because he bought those goldfish that he loved, but he bought fish. So I'm guessing that third blade contains the last goldfish. So if he wields both his blades at the same time, all three goldfish, but one blade is only one and the other blade is only two. So I'm guessing that's happened. Then he asks, like, where's the boss at? My goodness. This guy's alright. I really like that. And that was the end of the chapter. Chapter two should come out in the next few days. I'm gonna probably keep up with this series because it's getting pretty interesting even after this just one chapter. That means I might series to react slash review One Piece, My Hero, and Kagurabachi. And I was planning on maybe doing Black Clover once I catch up because I'm watching anime right now, and I'm gonna have to read the manga after that. If I catch up, I could do it. If not, I don't know. But that's the chapter one review for Kagurabachi. This was a really good first chapter. I can't wait to review it some more. So I guess I'll see you guys here for chapter two. So like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for watching. I thank you all there for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. All right.